Hi, it's time for another math easy solution. Here to discuss an interesting topic on how much water should we drink per day, and also look at some facts and myths about this topic here. Because I've been drinking a lot of water before, and then I was wondering after watching this documentary, the BBC documentary, "The Truth About Food," in episode 5, "How to Stay Young and Beautiful." Go over they go over basically how much water you should drink. And I've also thought you have to drink a lot of water, and you may have heard about this too, that basically you have to drink 8 cups of water, or if you assume 250 milliliters per cup, then you get 2 liters total water per day on top of your diet here. So I'm going to go over, is this actually true? Do we actually need 8 cups of water per day on top of our diet, and does it improve your skin, etc.? So this is another saying people usually say. You may have heard about this, but basically from the documentary, these facts from it. Basically, on average, our bodies contain 50 liters of water. It's about 50 kg or 110 pounds. So we are actually mostly water here. Yeah, so most over like around 70% water, I think, something like that. So, and we also lose water all the time by breathing, talking, and it evaporates from our pores and is excreted out in bodily waste. And on average, we lose 2 to 3 liters of water a day, and that's pretty much what we have to get back in our body. And that is our basically our 8 cups here. But if we look back to this one now, the BBC documentary, they did a test that involved a pair of twins in which one of the twins drank 8 cups of water per day, and the other twin was not allowed to drink any extra cup of water in their normal diet. Both these twins, both they do basically have the same diets. It's really similar diets, and they always drank a lot of water before. And now the test lasted a few days, because if 8 cups of water was necessary, then the loss of such water, it would be evident right away, because if you need it per day, if you're not getting it, your skin should be affected. And then the skin was tested for moisture, oil, and elasticity, but the study showed that the extra water did not significantly change the skin. It was actually basically no difference, and basically, drinking extra water did not affect the skin compared to not drinking that extra water. And also, according to this following paper, Valton, I think it's Heinz or H, this one here, drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Really, is there scientific evidence for 8 times? I think it's 8 ounces, 8 times 8 ounces, I think. But basically, this is from this paper. You could click this one here to Dropbox link to download the paper from American Journal of Physiology, etc. And they said that the myth of 8 cups, the myth of 8 cups, they state out that it is a myth. There's no scientific evidence for needing 8 cups of water, and it stems actually from this 1945 paper. I couldn't I couldn't get a hold of it. Basically, this is a Food and Nutrition Board, National Academy of Sciences recommended dietary allowance. Yeah, it's not a paper. I think it's just recommended allowances, and it was in 1945, and it concluded, it had this following statement in their conclusion: a suitable allowance of water for adults is 2.5 liters daily in most circumstances. And remember, 8 cups around 2 liters, and then an ordinary standard for diverse persons, 1 milliliter for each calorie of food, etc. But then they also have this last part: most of this quantity is contained in prepared foods, and most food agencies, they actually left out this part either by accident or just for their own reasons, maybe to sell more water or some kind of scam. Anyways, so basically, this is where the myth probably came by, because they left out this part here. So, and in fact, water is found in food. So water found in food, juice, coffee, tea is the exact same as tap or bottled water, and the body uses it in exactly the same way. So that those 8 cups of water, you could think of it, even food has water in it, so it can count towards those 8 cups. And in fact, most people get 1/3 of their water from food, because when you look at food is mostly water. A potato is 76% water, and it's going to be used the exact same way as just regular tap water or bottled water. And lean steak, even steak is 65%, fish 75, around there. And even hard cheese, which is really dense, it's still 38% water. So you could just eat food, and that's pretty much water. And the rest of the water requirement is can be obtained from juice, milk, tea, and coffee. And note that tea and coffee, although have been considered as diuretic, which basically means the increased urination, studies have shown that for the most part they can be included as part of water intake. And you can click on this link right here, or this article that goes over a study on basically stating that tea and coffee can be accounted for and can be included in your water intake and count as water. And also stay tuned for my later math easy solution on this topic, because I'm going to go over it in a bit more in depth to basically explain if tea and coffee can be counted as water. And thus basically the documentary concluded, thus 2 liters of extra water on top of your normal diet is a myth, and basically drink when you're thirsty, but no need for forcing down massive amount of extra water every day. You're just going to go to the washroom more than you would need. Well, anyways, that's all for today. Hopefully you learned. And remember, you could always download this exact Dropbox link, this exact file in the Dropbox link in the video description, and then you can see all these links, etc. And you can view the articles as well. Well, anyway, that's all for today. Hopefully you learned, and stay tuned for another math easy solution.